Hi everybody, my name is Michael Harness. Today I went outside and planted some iceberg lettuce and some collard greens and transplanted a sweet 100 cherry tomato into my coffee container thing. Hold on, I'll get one to show you. So what I did, you'll see it in the video, is I took one of these containers, these little coffee Folgers containers, can you see that? Yeah, you can see that. And took the lid, and I got my drill, and drilled a hole here in the center, right here in the center. I put a hole, and filled this, melted holes all around the edges. I pulled them out of the water, you'll see them again. I gotta make some more. I'll probably make another video on it if this works. Anyways, and then you can snap the lid back on it. And you know, if you got a plant that's probably 6 inches or whatever, you can hold the foliage and put it all, tuck it all up in the hole and put the lid back on it. Or you can just have the hole there and the dirt right up to it, make a little indentation and put your seeds in there and sprinkle a little dirt over the top of it and pack it and water it in real good. And it'll still suck the water back up to the plant, just like, you know, in a wicking bed or whatever, or grow bed, using the grow bags or net cups in the rain guttering, the Pepsi bottles in the Tupperware containers. That you melt 4 holes around the edges and 3 holes in the bottom to make material over the cap, and then you take the little ring off of the bottle and you pop it over the end of the cap. It'll work. You don't have to use a zippy tie, and they come off real easy. So I got a bed set up, and in my video, which you'll be watching here shortly, it'll be called PlantablePlanters. Okay, here we go. It's a coffee container growing system. I took the coffee containers and I made holes in the bottom, all under it, so dripping the water out. Wick the water back up. I got 15 in this one thing. Plastic line, it holds water. It's in a Swiss yard I just transplanted. Before I got this shade cloth put on, they kind of wilted. The cherry tomato growing over there. The jalapeno pepper over there. And down the center, I just planted by seed collard greens. And over here I have iceberg lettuce, just to see how it works. Move this shade cloth a little bit. This shade cloth was from an old Santa Claus, one of them blow up ones. I said, hey, that works great. I used it around the yard already. Can you get a picture of that? The sun there and everything? It's in my eyes, I guess I can't see. Alright, we'll come on up on it. Just took some old black line and put a couple screws in it, made sure they wasn't going to poke through the outside, down low anyways. So pull it back over, had to tie a knot in there, and another one over here where the arm was, and then here's the little thing to mount it to keep it from blowing away. Blowing away. Come down here, pull it all back out, and clamp it. I don't want to have it sticking out too far. Somebody will come by and bump it. Air still gets through it. Water's nice and cold. The worst thing about it is none of them maple seeds that's getting ready to fall is going to get in there. Can't help the rest of the garden though. Oh, Oh yeah, I want to share. Check it out. Oh, wow. Zucchini. Early prolific yellow neck squash. Waiting for that bud to fall off. And this root on this one, well, here, let's look around. Can we see that one? Yeah, there it is. Another female. Oh, look. Pow. Pow. What had happened? I have this thing tied up here so it'll hold it up and it can grow up instead of hanging over. But the wind blew from this direction, because it just channels through here in my greenhouse, span around, boom, and here's everything, and then you come back through and this is an open tunnel too. So I got a wind track. Whoa, look, there's another female. Zoom. Alright, I'm gonna be eating some squash. My other ones are starting to put out too. Anyways, the wind blew and blew it back and it cracked it and broke it. Broke the stalk down here. And that was sucking in itself. I babied this and nursed it. Anyways, and I pulled it back over and tightened it back up. Tightened the string up here up. It'd self-heal on it, so it'd self-heal. Came back out the next day, the wind started blowing from the other direction and broke it off more. It was barely hanging on by this little bit more than this thread or this rope. And so I made a compost mud compression. And I set it back up straight and nice and wet composted material and packed it around it. And that was 3 days ago. And look, this was already growing and it's still growing. Still growing. Oh yeah, and check it out. See this little redbud tree? I'm gonna try to train it to grow in that shape, and all the branches and everything will grow up and it'll stay right where it's at. I don't think it'll root down here, but who knows. Anyways, little chamber, water it right there. Try to dwarf it so it stays small. I don't know how you did it, but whatever. Yeah, and we'll get to the other greenhouse because I'm a greenhouse maker kind of grower. 55 gallon or 55 gallon drum, cut in half long ways. Pipes down at the bottom. Pipes down at the bottom, you water them, or you can water up in the bed. Look how moist that bed is. Man, I have beets, collards, lettuce, iceberg, carrot, scarlet natives, giant noble spinach, Swiss chard, and some more giant noble spinach. But it's getting nice and big. Yep. Now we'll zip right over here and look at the pot bottles, what we got growing on. Lettuce, collard greens. Had to trim back; it was getting rough. Brought it out of the building out of the big greenhouse. Woo! Just a peek. Look at all that green. Oh, we're gonna have to step in there too. Anyways, the peppers, they're divided and they got flowers starting to come on, little buds or whatever you want to call them. Then I got a jalapeno I had transplanted yesterday. Rose Sharon, grapevine. Step inside, the bucket of water. And look at that. One cucumber so far. And it's growing in a flower pot. You've probably looked at some of my other videos and see that I had this thing setting up there and had watered all these watermelons. Look at these crazy watermelons. I gotta get them planted. Anyways, look. Uh-oh, there's another one. Bazinga. Is that what this face says? Oh, there's another one up there. I gotta get up there and move that out so it ain't trying to grow. under the plastic and wire. Woohoo! Alright, we're gonna glance to peppers. All these peppers are got buds starting to bud out, and that table queen has a fruit on it right there. You see that little table queen squash? Yeah, buddy. All inside the greenhouse. Look, I got the door open and it's 100 degrees. And that's down here at the bottom. Lettuces, carrots, kale, Swiss chard, more kale. Look at this. Eggplant. Look at it. Right there. Yep. Flower buds. Oh, oh, oh. And more stalks coming up. I may have to trim the side shoots, but I don't really want to. Yep. Lettuces. Different varieties of other things I need to get plants out. Look at these peppers already. Look how tall they are. These have been growing in this pot. Put them about dirt level. See the difference? Crazy! But they're getting plenty of food. I mean, this is a habanero right here. Habanero! Just left it in there to let it grow. And this one's in the bucket. Put it down about the same height. You see that? And it's taller. Starting to bush out real good. Those are excelente. Gotta get them four planted somewhere. Another ideal. Do I have any more coffee containers, Rex? Little buddy Rex. Anyways, gotta get that bean planted somewhere too. Man, only one of the 4, 8, 12, 16 plants. I got another bean. Gotta put it somewhere. Rex, out. And some little tomato plants. Sweet cherry 100s. Just say when. Yeah, whatever. I can't even see if you're seeing it. Anyways, peppers. Peppers, tomatoes. Grapevine. Young grapevine. Not sure what kind it is, but I cut off a section about like that, and it fell into my garden outside, and since it was well watered and buried in the ground, it grew up. And this is it. That's how much it did in 1 year, but I think this is all pretty much dead. Oh wait, there's a little bud. Is that a little bud? Little flower bud, or leaf bud I mean. Leaf bud. Yep, be tender, Michael. Like it had to break off its old skin before it could start growing. There's another one. Slowly but surely, but I might just start it here. Anyways. Still got a little bit of time. But anyways, this is Michael in his greenhouse. And I'm so happy. Been eating salads. Been eating all kinds of wonderful stuff.